Finally! Finally! Now let the main competition begin. Yes! This is what I'm talking about. But I'm gonna pose a quick question before I go into the rest of this video, okay? Now, for those of you who are always on the defensive, saying that, oh, Comfort has a lot of people voting for her, Comfort usually gathers the most votes on the Nigerian Idol show. I don't understand. Where were the people voting for her? I mean, where was she eliminated? And the fun fact is, the way I anticipated watching last night's episode of Nigerian Idols, guys, I don't think I have ever, since this season's show started, I don't think I've ever looked forward to watching a particular episode of Nigerian Idols before. Because I was so looking forward to seeing who would be eliminated once again to save Comfort. Because, guys, remember, a lot of Nigerians have not gotten over Faith Jason's eviction of the previous weekend, and so a lot of people were just looking forward to seeing who will be sacrificed on the altar of, oh, sentimentality, oh, this girl is still a child. Guys, I was really looking forward to last night's episode of the show, but then thankfully justice prevailed, because trust me, if any of those top three, I mean Kingdom, Francis or Akuna, were evicted just for Comfort to stay, I swear down, hey, that would have been the last straw that broke the camel's back. And speaking of Faith Jason, I had a very up close and personal conversation with him during the week. Guys, Faith literally spilled a lot about the show. He revealed so much about the show. I mean, some of the things he said will shock you. These are things that I did not even know were happening on the show. So that is a conversation that you should definitely look forward to. I actually put out a post on my community tab yesterday informing you all that I would be uploading the video to my channel. I will be, posting the video to my channel yesterday. But unfortunately, this is Nigeria. The network will disgrace you. The network, the internet will shame you. And so I was struggling so hard for hours upon hours to get that video on YouTube, but it was so frustrating. I was literally frustrated. But I am not deterred, because that video must definitely find its way to YouTube, to my channel. So please, guys, be on the lookout. I will make another announcement during the week when that video will finally get to YouTube. I hope this one makes it to YouTube as well. I mean, that one is struggling to get to YouTube because it's kind of a bit lengthy, and the resolution that I shot that video in, it is top notch, almost 4K. So you guys understand, I'm trying to bring crazy quality to you all, so please be patient. A lot of you have been really anticipating, following me on Instagram and YouTube, asking, Glory, where's the video? So please exercise patience. I will definitely be dropping that video this week very soon, so watch out. Now, moving on to last night's performance, guys. Last night's episode of the Nigerian Idol show is one which I would term as an emotional roller coaster for me. Now, ranging from seeing Comfort eliminated for Akuna to be safe and to make it to the top three, guys, that was a thrill for me. I was so excited. I was literally screaming in my house. I could not just get over myself. I was just so excited because that was long overdue. I wish they actually did that elimination last week and kept Faith Jason so that those four amazing individuals will fight for their spot. But then it is what it is. And then another interesting part was the performances from the top three, guys. It was so exciting to watch. But then in the midst of all of their performances, I was excited, I was scared, I was disappointed, I was kind of confused, like, what's going on? And then one of the things that really got me scared was the fact that we had a very strong judge, that came in as a guest judge in the person of Cobhams Asukwo. Cobhams Asukwo is one of the most professional, he is one of the most talented, he is one of the most musically technical humans in the Nigerian music industry today. I don't even know the better word. I don't even know a better word to use in describing this man. But if you have Cobhams Asukwo on your panel of judges, then you need to buckle up, because he does not come to play. The interesting fact about Cobams Asukwo is, whilst other judges are probably rating the contestants, by their looks, by their stage performance, by their stage presence, Cobams Asukwo, by virtue of his physical disability of not being able to see, he listens. And I like the word he used yesterday. He said he judges by his ears. So because he cannot see the contestants performing, it plays more to his advantage, because then there's no sentiment attached, there's no like bias attached, so for him, he pays attention to everything technical, their vocal prowess. He pays attention to their notes, their keys. He pays attention to the runs that they do, their ad libs, everything strongly technical about music. That is what he pays attention to, and that way it helps him to judge better. Although some people argued that, oh yeah, because he cannot see, then he would not really see the efforts that these contestants are actually putting into performing on stage, which actually makes sense to an extent. And I'm like, well, that is why we have other judges on the panel, because the reality is, what Cobams does not see, they will see, and what they obviously do not hear, because so far on the show they've been acting very, very musically deaf. Yes, so what they don't hear, Cobams obviously hears. And the fact that he's a trained music practitioner, he produces, he composes, he sings, guys, he directs music. He's the perfect judge for a show like Nigerian Idol. So I was really, really sad yesterday. Like, why are they bringing this man to the panel now? I mean, he should have been on the panel from the get-go. Why do they have to bring him now at this later stage of the show? So for the performances, the contestants, as usual, were required to perform twice. Now, they had two different categories. Now, the first one was to make their own personal version, their own personal cover of some Naija hit song. The second one was for them to perform a song that has been on the Billboard's charts for a long time. I can't really remember how they put that one, but that was what we were meant to do. And guys, to be very honest, Kingdom once again, in my opinion, won last night's show, because this guy, I think now he has really found himself on the stage. He has found his confidence on that stage. He has found his stand on that stage. He performed Iyawomi by Timi Dakolo. Now, everybody that knows that song knows that that song is a wedding song. That song is a wedding reception song. So, if you guys have been following the trend for a while now, Timi Dakolo has literally been appearing at so many weddings in Abuja, performing Iyawomi, to the point that I have gotten tired of hearing the song. It's become a national anthem at every single wedding in Lagos now. So that was a song that Kingdom performed. But the beauty about Kingdom's own version is that he literally improvised the song. He introduced new, crazy, mind-blowing notes to the song. It was almost like an R&B mixed with jazzy kind of version of Timi Dakolo's Iyawomi. And to be very honest, guys, I kind of preferred Kingdom's version to the original version. I'm sorry, Timi, but that's just my own opinion. I really preferred Kingdom's version because it gave the song an entirely new vibe. And guys, that is what it means when they say make a cover of a song, make it your own. Kingdom completely adopted that song from Timi Dakolo. Now, as usual, the judges were quite thrilled. But then Cobams was saying that, oh, Kingdom did not start strong from the beginning. It was now feeling Kingdom much later on in the song. Guys, to be very honest, I completely disagree with what Cobams said. Because listen, when they ask you to make a cover of a song, you do not have to start the song the same way that the original owner of the song actually started the song. I mean, the song is now yours to play with. The song is now yours to do as you wish with. And that was exactly what Kingdom did. He wanted to give us an R&B version of that song. He wanted to give us a jazzy version of that song. And blending both together That was what he did. So nobody should have been expecting that Kingdom was going to start the song the way Timmy started it, like an angel in the sky. No, the guy played with the song. He did it in his own way, the way Kingdom would do it, and he killed it. So for me, that rendition of that song was simply perfect. No glitches anywhere. And then Francis performed Dare's Pray For Me. And guys, to be very honest, while Francis was performing, the only thing that was on my mind was, imagine Francis on The Voice Nigeria. Dare Atalade would have smuggled that guy to his own team. Dare would have been rooting for Francis. And at the end of the day, both of them, they would be inseparable. To be frank with you guys, that was what I saw. Because remember, I've said something on this channel before, that Francis has the most versatile voice. Although at the later stage of last night's performance, that versatility did not really work out for him well, because it completely messed up at some point. But for this first part, that versatility played to his advantage. This guy completely sounded like Dare. His voice texture, I'm going to use Cobham's words. Cobham said, "You have a big voice." That is it. Francis has a big voice. His voice has a personality. I've said this before on my channel. Voices that have a personality, when you hear them sing, you will recognize them, you will know them. Now, when I say that he sounded like Dare, yes, he sounded like Dare because that was the kind of same voice texture that Dare has. But then he still sounded like Francis in the process. That is how good this guy is. And then Akuna performed Journey by Yemi Alade. Now listen, this is what really excites me. I remember the first time I saw Akuna give us a very, very strong performance on the show. That was about 4 or 5 weeks ago. I made a statement. I said Akuna has Yemi Alade on Mawomi and Waje's vibe on the stage. So I was really excited to see that, you know, ever since she has been grooming herself in that particular niche, because she has now recognized that, okay, this is my kind of sound, this is how I sound, and this is my look. So her outfits, the way she appears on stage, she has been grooming herself, creating her own personality, her own stage presence in that light. When she performed Yemi Alade's song last night, I was like, oh yes, girl, this is it. This is it. She literally chose something that truly projects her personality on stage. And guys, that was a very, very smart choice. That was a very, very smart decision. Another impressive thing about what Akuna does on that stage is the way she sings and dances at the same time. Hey! You know, if you are a gym junkie, if you work out, if you go to the gym regularly, you would literally be able to relate to what I'm talking about right now. It's not easy to be talking and dancing, or singing and dancing at the same time. You will gas out, you will run out of breath. And that is literally what Akuna does every single Sunday. Sometimes it looks like she's gonna pass out, sometimes it looks like she's gonna faint, but then she keeps, you know, thriving on, and then she finishes her performances on a strong note. And that was exactly what she did on her first performance yesterday. That got me really, really proud. So it was when these top 3, you know, contestants started their performances that I started getting jittery. I started feeling sad. I started feeling disappointed, because to be very honest, this time around, Kingdom was actually the only person that got it right. 100%. The judges, once again, they gave him a standing ovation. I can't really remember the name of the song he sang, but what? Hey, my lord. Kingdom packed all the musical notes in this world, in this life. He packed it inside that song. And the way he delivered the song, it was beautiful. It was very, very silky. Like, it's a kind of performance that when you want to go for dinner with your spouse, you know, you just chill and watch him sing. And then another beautiful thing he did was to carry the judges along when he said, oh, wave your hands wherever you are, in a very, very calm way, not in a very, very hyper way. And the judges had no choice but just to flow along. So that is one beautiful thing about showmanship that I've been talking about. Carrying your band along, carrying your backup singers along. Yeah, they include your band as well. You know, carrying your audience along. That was exactly what Kingdom did. He performed that song with so much ease. He sang that song with so much professionalism. It looked like I was actually in an actual music concert. Kingdom alone is a music concert. He finished the song. He gave us quality music, quality performance, quality showmanship. And that is what we're looking for in Nigerian idols, period. Francis performed Whitney Houston's I Will Always Love You. And this was the part that I got really scared. Because for the first time, in my opinion, this is what I saw, guys. For the first time, in as much as I have always prided in Francis' versatility in being able to deliver different songs from different song owners, different music artists, this particular one, I felt like he completely missed it. Although the judges were quite proud of him, you know, saying that, oh yes, the song is a very, very difficult song to sing. Looking at the fact that Whitney Houston has a very, very unique voice texture, you know, I still felt like, was that the right song choice for Francis? I still felt like that wasn't a right song choice for Francis because, as I've said earlier, Francis has a big voice. So there are so many things that you can do with that kind of Francis voice, okay? But Whitney Houston's song, that particular song, I Will Always Love You, is not one of them. So that was a complete flop for me. Not like he did not sing the song well. He did, but there was something Cobham said that I completely agree with. Cobham told him that the next time you want to sing that kind of song, forget about the way the original owner of the song sang it. Sing it in your own way. That was exactly what Francis would have done. So I found him struggling a bit because he was seriously trying to replicate how Whitney Houston would have sang the song. He was seriously trying to sing it the exact way she sang it. But then it did not work for him. And to be very honest, it couldn't have worked out for him. Because Whitney Houston, in as much as she has a very, very strong voice, she also has a very, very flexible voice that gives her an edge when she uses her head voice, when she uses her falsetto at the same time. So Francis could not really do that. So it made that his second performance a serious struggle. I struggled to connect with the way he sang the song. Of course, I was being serenaded by his strong voice texture, but talking about the technicalities of the song, he did not really bring that to the table. He did not really project it for me. So for me, his second performance was not great compared to the first one. I just wish that he would have chosen a different song, actually. Yes. And then my darling Akuna was another person that really got me panicking. Guys, I was watching Akuna perform, and for the first time, I was seriously panicking. I was scared because it was very obvious that she looked stressed out. Yes, that first performance that she did, Yemi Alade's Journey, that song carries so much weight that when she performed that song, like I said, she had exhausted herself. She had expended so much energy performing that first song that when she now performed the second one, which was Rihanna's The Only Girl in the World, that song takes a lot of energy. It's a techno beat song, and singing techno beat songs, you need to don't chop a bar, chop up, me you get power where. So when she was performing that second song, I was very, very uncomfortable. Yes, because I could see that she was seriously struggling. I can't say, you know, as Shay said that, oh, I don't like that song choice for you. I felt like that was a wrong song choice. I didn't like it. What I saw with Akuna's performance is that she had expended so much energy in performing Yemi Alade's Journey song. So when she was now performing Rihanna's Only Girl in the World, she didn't really have that much strength anymore. She was really struggling. Guys, it was not easy. Wearing heels, you know, on the stage, you're trying to direct the band, you're trying to, you know, control your voice. At some point, it felt like she was being forceful with her voice. At some point, it felt like she was struggling to project her voice. It was a very, very, very tough performance. In fact, that is the most difficult performance that I have seen Akuna deliver on the show. That is the first time I have seen Akuna struggling so hard to project her voice, and I felt really, really sorry for her. I felt like, listen girl, you need to take this week, in as much as you're going to be rehearsing for the next stage, you need to take this week and you need to relax your voice. You need to treat your voice. Akuna, if you're watching this video right now, please, my darling, take warm water, put salt in it, use it to gurgle down your throat, you know, release all those pent up things in your throat. Please take warm water with honey and lemon. Akuna, please treat your voice. We need you to come back. We need you to come back with fire and brimstone. Basically, guys, that's all for this particular episode of the Nigerian Idol show review. Everything I said on this video, these are the things that I noticed. These are the things that I saw for myself. So if you watch the show and you think otherwise, please let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I really look forward to knowing what you guys think. That said, I will see you all on another episode of Frankly Speaking with Glory. And don't forget, guys, I will be dropping my conversation with Faye Jason very soon. Remember, I said that he spilled a lot. He talked a lot about Shay, Beyonce, and comfort. So guys, watch out. That interview is mind-blowing.